Like, maybe I am bigging up my own stuff and then probably slighting someone else, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the real to me, you know? Like, that's just how it comes out, you know?
Yeah. A lot of people have asked us to ask you the new solo project. Is Bomb Shot on the new album?
Nah, man. Nah, you know, like, I wish I could just erase that dude out of, like, the history, you know? Like, he kind of was just, like, a sucker that, like, tried to, like, attach his name to mine or whatever, you know? Like, I was never really even cool with that dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was more of, like, he was just like a dick rider, like, who just loved the group. He told me I was his favorite rapper, you know, so I would hang out with him, and then he ended up doing me dirty, you know what I mean? It's more of something like that than just, like, not like I'm scared. Like, no one's ducking this dude or anything. It's like, I've been to Boston plenty of times. We're in his town, you know, like, people who know him that know me don't mention his name around me. You know, it's like it's not really like dudes are like scared of this dude. He's apologized to other people. You know what I mean, on camera. He's like a real sucker, man. Like, we're not worried about him.
I caught he's got a new album, a new mixtape, features Max B. I mean, that's big.
Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much pay anybody to be on your stuff nowadays, you know, like, I don't know how he finagled that or whatever, but, you know what I mean, like, he's not like a gangster, like, he's never done nothing gangster, you know what I mean, like, he's just like, he's just like a wannabe. I think he's about 40 years old now. He's never really done nothing, you know what I mean, besides, like, try to eat off this little, like this part of the interview is like doing more for him than he's ever done for himself, like his entire life, you know.
Let's talk about more relevant things then. Now, of course, Vinnie Paz's solo projects always had the Baby Grand tag, as well as, of course, Enemy Soil. It seems, and I may have got this wrong, but it seems like your new solo project then is just an Enemy Soil release. So that even adds more pressure, doesn't it, for you to make this a grade A product? Because it seems like Baby Grand aren't with you in terms of distribution on that. Have I got that incorrect?
Yeah, Enemy Soil is just Enemy Soil. You know, like, the Baby Grand thing is done. You know, like, none of us are really playing on with them no more as far as like business goes. So yeah, the Baby Grand thing is done. It's just going to be Enemy Soil. You know what I mean? Look, Outer Space is working on some new stuff. Tides is working on some new stuff, and you know what I mean? It's just going to be like the core members of the crew. You know what I'm saying? Reef. You know, like, it's just going to be like king size. You know what I mean? Just dope. You know what I mean? Like, just like the Bulls that's been down from day one, you know what I mean? Like, and we're just going to give people the best music we possibly can, you know what I mean? We possibly can. I mean, it's a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's like there's not a lot of exciting dudes in hip-hop anymore, you know what I mean? It's more of just like, you see the dudes that's on TV, and then you see like a bunch of underground dudes that all sound the same, and then you got like those corny tight pants rappers, you know what I mean? Like, with us, like, we keeping it real, and like, it's a good time to just tune in and watch how we put things down, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna kill all our enemies out there, you know what I'm saying? Like the one kid Bomb Shot, like, it's like all that's it's gonna be laughable what we can do besides him, you know what I mean? That kid hasn't even left his home state, you know what I mean? Like, we're like more advanced musically, and we're going to keep people, like, in tune to what's real, you know?
And that's one thing I love about Enemy Soil and yourselves, all the people, like you said, Reef and everything. You've matured the sound. You haven't just thought, right, we've got the Jedi Mind Tricks, real hard style. We'll go with that for every album we release. Everything we do is going to be the same. You've really matured, and I think Vinnie Paz's solo project on Enemy Soil, that really showed the maturity there, and I really like what you guys are doing. When I mentioned Baby Grand there, I obviously was a bit rhetorical. I did know that Baby Grand had kind of ended. You had a problem with Chuck Wilson or something like that, didn't you?
Yeah, man. I mean, that dude's pretty much just like a thief, you know? Like, he takes advantage of young artists who pretty much don't have like, who aren't going to like lawyer up against them and try to fight, you know. It's like he pretty much just like finagles them out of albums. So it's like, yeah, like, but you get a lot of shady dudes in any business, you know, like, but like, we're not like, I'm like a street kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really handle, like, I'm not going to get like a lawyer and like fight this dude, you know, like, if anything, like, you know what I mean? like, I would just handle it in a different way. And, you know what I mean? Like, in the business world, like, that really can't fly like that. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to keep making records and rap music, you know what I mean? I can't, like, put it all on the line just because I got jerked out of out of some money or something like that, you know? Like, so, yeah, it's done with him. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, we are just going to keep it moving and keep doing our thing.
Yeah, exactly. That is what you're going to do, man, and we look forward to 2011. Listen, I've got my co-host Menace up in the studio. I'm just going to hand over to him now. Menace.
What's going on, Josh? How you doing, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man? Long overdue, man. We've been trying to get you on the show for the longest minute now, and it's good to hear you on the show finally.
Word. Thanks, man. Thank you, yeah. Thanks for having me, man. Like, I like the question you guys are asking me. Like, you guys seem like you really know your stuff, yo.
Anytime. The last time we spoke to Vinny about the new Jedi Mind Tricks album, he had told us that he was 10 joints deep into it. This was off air at the time. You guys can't be that far from completing it now. I mean, what's the current status on the new Jedi Mind Tricks album?
You know, like we just were in the lab last night. We laid like another joint down. It's like we're up to maybe like 16, 17 songs now. We're just going to keep recording. You know, I think the lineup for 2011 is going to be pretty much insane. You know, you got the Heavy Metal Kings with Paz and Ill Bill coming out. You got my album coming out probably off the heels of that. Then you got the Jedi Mind Trick album coming out. Or, you know what I mean, maybe the Jedi Mind comes before Minds or something like that. But it's like that's what we're working on right now. So we pretty much just go to the studio and we just going to keep doing new joints. You know what I mean? Like, we're musicians, we're artists, so we always got something to say on wax, you know? So it's like we just pretty much made it like we're going to start recording like every day now. You know what I mean? Like, we always can hit niggas with something, you know?
Right. So you say you're 16 joints deep into this new album. I mean, how would you then, you know, choose, you know, how would you make your selection process and choose these joints? Choose which joints are going to make the album, which joints don't make the album. Are you able to speak about these joints? Which joint were you making last night?
Yeah. I can speak on it. You know, I forget the homie that did the beat. You know, it's pretty much like. Me and Paz, we got beats now, you know what I'm saying, from everybody. Like, you know what I mean? We just collect a file of beats, and like we meet up in the studio. He has a couple rhymes, I have a couple rhymes, and we just go in. You know what I mean? It's not like it's pretty simple, you know, like the process of like. And then the hook, maybe, you know what I mean, we decide on it later or whatever like that. But, yeah, it's more of just, like, it's a real casual, like, recording process we have of just, like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like, just pour your heart out, you know what I mean? Like, don't even worry about it. It's like, we'll find the hot beat, we'll put the rhymes down, you know what I mean? It's like, when you're, like, a working musician, it's like you get into a groove of just always being able to put out, like, you know what I mean, or always being able to feel the music, you know, like, it's just, like, all in us now.
Organic
We're pros
action.
at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're just pros at it now.
Absolutely. You guys expressed in past that you weren't happy about a few issues when A History of Violence came out. When are those issues being timing that you had been rushed by Baby Grand and Chuck Wilson, as we were just saying? When did you start making this album?
We started this album in the summertime, you know what I mean? Like, and we just pretty much just been like, we've been on tour here and there. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like been messing with the recording process. But we just kind of just go in like whenever we feel like it, you know what I mean? So